Hi, I'm Michael Poon. I am 32 and I'm a sound operator. I was born in London and I moved to Singapore when I was 3 and I only came back to London when I was 18 to study, and that was when I was exposed to theatre really for the first time, like properly. I started working front of house at a theatre actually, and I met the head of sound who was working on the show at the time that I was working on, and I asked him for a job. And of course it wasn't anything full time, but he luckily gave me a job as a casual member of backstage staff, and that kind of led to this career. I worked on Warhorse and on Lazarus, the David Bowie musical. I've been on tour both within the UK and internationally, such as I've been to China with Chicago, and now I'm on company at the Guildford Theatre. The staff, the people you work with, very quickly become your family, and the feeling of creativity, it is seen as a very technical role, but realistically it isn't just being technical. There's a huge amount of creativity in it as well. I think coming from my background, the biggest obstacle for me going into theatre was always, I was always very pressured academically, and I did perform well, but it was to go into your standard real jobs, working in finance, that sort of thing. So when I eventually did move into theatre, it was viewed very much as this isn't a real job. And the easiest way of overcoming that is by being really good at it. Work hard and buy nice things and pay your rent and actually have a career. And that's how you prove people wrong. If I could give advice to someone just starting out, I think it would be enthusiastic, really listen, really pay attention, and don't take criticism too hard. I think two things you could do is, if your school anywhere nearby offers work experience opportunities, really go for it and take those. Another thing is if you've seen a show and you enjoy it, write to the sound designer, write to the sound team. If I could turn back time, I would have started sooner. I didn't start late by any means, and I'm glad I did lots of other things, but I would jump straight in.